The top news posts of November 2nd.
Sunday, November 2nd, at 1:22 p.m. Zoran Memdani inching away from NYC mayoral win poll shows his lead narrowing just before results. World News Hindustan Times. It's the final day for early voting in the crucial NYC mayoral race, and polls suggest a tightening contest. Zoran Memdani's lead is reportedly narrowing as allies rally in the final hours. The battle for New York is proving closer than expected, with voters also casting ballots today in the New Jersey gubernatorial race.
Sunday, November 2nd, at 12:30 p.m. Man 32 only suspect after Huntingdon train stabbings. BBC. Police have arrested a 32-year-old British man, identified as the sole suspect in a train stabbing attack in Huntingdon, England. A heroic rail staff member is now fighting for their life after bravely tackling the attacker. Authorities are praising the staff member's actions. Sunday, November 2nd, at 12:07 p.m. Louvre heist work of petty criminals, not organized crime. Prosecutor says. Reuters. New details emerging from the Louvre crown jewels heist. Prosecutors now say the theft was the work of petty criminals, not organized crime. 2 more individuals have been charged, bringing the focus onto 4 key suspects, even as 3 others initially detained were released. A woman charged in the case recently appeared before a judge. This incident at the Louvre, following other high-profile thefts like the Dresden Green Vault, raises questions about a surge in art heists across Europe.
Sunday, November 2nd, at 11:59 a.m. China to ease chip export ban in new trade deal. White House says. BBC. Major developments in the global chip market. The White House confirms China will ease its chip export ban as part of a new trade deal. This news comes as the Nexperia auto chip crisis continues to impact the US, China, and the EU. Nexperia's Dutch headquarters welcomes the lifting of the shipping block, a potential relief for automakers hit hard by shortages, and for car buyers facing ongoing delays. Meanwhile, Nexperia China reports sufficient stock despite recent supply halts.
Sunday, November 2nd, at 11:19 a.m. Fears grow for thousands trapped in Sudan's El Fasher as few reach safety. App News. A horrific situation is unfolding in Sudan's El Fasher. Fears are escalating for thousands trapped amidst a reported massacre, with eyewitnesses describing hundreds of men shot and disappeared as paramilitaries seized the city. Disturbing satellite imagery reveals blood-stained sands, visible even from space. Analysts warn this could be evidence of genocide in Darfur, as few manage to reach safety.
Sunday, November 2nd, at 11:14 a.m. Even for some Memdani supporters, his thin RSUM is cause for concern. The New York Times. Zoran Memdani, once a rank outsider, is now a surprising contender for New York's next mayor. While some supporters voice concern over his thin resume, excitement is building, especially in Harlem. His youth support extends nationally, with many viewing him as a new leader. With Election Day fast approaching, Memdani's campaign has shifted into high gear, ramping up canvassing efforts.
Sunday, November 2nd, at 11:12 a.m. Trump tells military to plan for action over his claim that Nigeria allows killing of Christians. BBC. President Trump is ordering the military to plan action over his assertion that Nigeria permits the killing of Christians. Nigeria has forcefully rejected the U.S. military threat, stressing that any help against Islamist insurgents must respect its sovereignty. The president's proposed intervention is prompting widespread confusion and alarm.
Sunday, November 2nd, at 10:56 a.m. We will cancel flights to make sure people are safe. Duffy on ATC issues. ABC News. Major flight disruptions are impacting travelers nationwide, directly linked to the ongoing government shutdown. Staffing shortages at over 3 dozen air traffic control sites are causing significant delays and cancellations. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy warns the situation will get worse, emphasizing flights will be delayed or grounded to prioritize passenger safety.
Sunday, November 2nd, at 10:44 a.m. Trump says China's Xi has assured him that he won't take action on Taiwan during Republicans' term. App News. Former President Trump says Chinese President Xi Jinping assured him China would not take action on Taiwan during Trump's potential term. The former president also notably dodged questions regarding whether the U.S. would defend Taiwan and issued a cryptic warning, stating Xi understands the consequences of an invasion. Sunday, November 2nd, at 9:49 a.m. Treasury Secretary Bessent says SNAP food benefits could restart by Wednesday. CNBC. Good evening. Millions of Americans could see delays in their SNAP food assistance. However, Treasury Secretary Bessent states benefits might restart by Wednesday. This update arrives as the Trump administration faces a Monday deadline to respond to a judge's SNAP order, all stemming from the ongoing government shutdown. We'll bring you more.
Sunday, November 2nd, at 8:51 a.m. Latest US military boat strike in Caribbean Sea kills 3. Pete Hegseth says The New York Times. In the Caribbean, a recent U.S. military boat strike has claimed 3 lives, reigniting a contentious debate over these operations. With a timeline now showing 64 fatalities from U.S. strikes, questions are mounting. Do these actions cross a line into international criminality? Critics argue such strikes against alleged drug traffickers are not only illegal and immoral, but also ineffective, reportedly spreading fear across the region.
Sunday, November 2nd, at 8:20 a.m. No one hurt after intentional explosion at Harvard Medical Campus, officials say. The Guardian. Breaking news from Boston. Authorities are investigating an explosion at Harvard's medical campus that appears to have been intentional. Fortunately, officials confirm no one was hurt. The incident is currently under investigation, with police actively searching for suspects.
Sunday, November 2nd, at 8:01 a.m. CBS News poll finds rising concern over government shutdown impact on economy. Americans personally. CBS News. New polls reveal rising concern among Americans about the government shutdown's impact on their lives and the economy. Crucially, these surveys show the public largely blaming President Trump and congressional Republicans more than Democrats. While Democrats appear to be winning the political blame game, the challenge now begins for how they navigate the path forward.
Sunday, November 2nd, at 7:27 a.m. Explosion and fire at convenience store kills at least 23 in northern Mexico. CBS News. An explosion and fire at a store in northwest Mexico's Sonora state has killed at least 23 people and injured a dozen others. Reports indicate children were among the dead. Saturday, November 1st, at 10:45 p.m. Barack Obama-Kamala Harris campaign for Democrats as Donald Trump's political operation invests in turnout. ABC News. Former President Barack Obama is back on the campaign trail, alongside Kamala Harris, stumping for Democrats and sharply criticizing former President Trump and Republican policies. As the party searches for its next leader, Obama's influence remains strong, recently rallying for candidates in key races across Virginia and New Jersey. Meanwhile, Donald Trump's political operation is investing in voter turnout, with Republicans largely focusing on local issues.